Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the previous question papers of M.Sc Zoology entrance test conducted in 2019 by Himachal Pradesh University Shimla. So starting with the very first question, the earliest reptiles, which are generally called the stem reptiles, belong to class Diapsida. Second question, bioluminescent urochordata is Pyrosoma. Question third, wheel organ in amphioxus is a part of oral hood. Fourth question, the type of scales found over the body of Labiorhita are called cycloid scales. Question fifth, the heart of crocodile is four chamber. Question sixth, who introduced the terms muton, recon and cistron for gene? The answer is Seymour Wenger. Seventh question, fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane is supported by visual evidences provided by freeze fracture technique. Next, type of centrum found in mammals is, answer is Acillus centrum. The substance fertilizing is produced by a ripe unfertilized ovum. Early blastomers are totipotent. 11th question, during transcription in prokaryotes, the promoter segment of DNA is recognized by sigma factor of RNA polymerase. 12th question, low molecular weight RNA molecules that facilitate the splicing of introns are called SN, small nuclear RNA. 13th question, cellulases present in insects, protozoans and fungi are capable of digesting cellulose because their enzyme is able to hydrolyze beta-1,6 linkage. 14th question, phenylalanine amino acid is poorly soluble in water because side chain or R group is aromatic and non-polar. Question 15, the most abundant type of RNA found in typical cell is rRNA, ribosomal RNA. The part of eukaryotic chromosome that act as mitotic log is, answer is telomere. Manganese is a cofactor of superoxide dismutase. One of the fatty acid or phospholipids of plasma membrane is always unsaturated so as to provide fluidity to plasma membrane. Process of lipid peroxidation oxidizes polyunsaturated fatty acid of biomembranes to lipid peroxide. Next question, saturated fats do not react whereas unsaturated fats are readily reduced and fixed by osmium tetroxide. 21st question, Nobel Prize for discovery of RNAi interferase was awarded to Andrew Fire and Craig Mello. A bar body is a coiled inert X chromosome. When a mutation is limited to the substitution of one nucleotide pair for another, it is called point mutation. Restriction enzymes are synthesized by bacteria only. Question number 25th. In gene therapy, DNA is inserted into a cell to compensate for mutant cells. Oncogene is another name of cancer-causing gene. Hemocyanin occurs in phylum Mollusca. The genetic material of bacteria is transferred by virus. This process is called transduction. Question number 29. Bacteria do not survive in the pickle with high content of salt because bacteria are plasmolyzed and die. Ninth cranial nerve is known as glossopharyngeal nerve. In mammals, T cells mature in thymus. The study of the social, psychological and biological aspect of aging is called gerontology. The part of brain which is concerned with the regulation of body temperature is called hypothalamus. Which one of the following is known as graveyard of RBCs? Answer is spleen. Question number 35th. Which of the following proteins remain undigested? Answer is keratin. Full form of ELISA is enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay. Phenylketonuria, an inborn error of metabolism, is caused due to deficiency of phenylalanine hydroxylase. Which one of the following is not an essential amino acid? Answer is glutamine. The hormone which is an amino acid derivative is epinephrine. In a polysaccharide, the monosaccharide units remain linked by glycosidic bond. The genetic code GUU, GUC, GUA and GUG code for valine. Colchicine stops cell division in metaphase. Third question, in nucleated cell, the nuclear membrane is usually originated from endoplasmic reticulum. Fibroblasts, macrophages, and mast cells are found in the connective tissue. 45th question, the epithelium present on inner surface of fallopian tube is ciliated. Next question, Kupffer cells are found in liver. An important enzyme used in genetic engineering is called restriction endonuclease. Down syndrome is an example of 21 trisomy. A cross between a carrier female for hemophilia and normal male will produce 50% normal, 25% carrier, and 25% hemophilic offspring. 50th question, an approach which classifies organisms according to phylogenetic relationship is called cladistics. Salivary glands are absent in ascaris. Which one of the following is known as fire of sea? Noctiluca. The external covering of nerves is composed of phospholipids. The coelom derived from blastocele is called pseudocele. The virus which acts as a pesticide is NPV, which stands for nuclear polyhedrosis virus. Next question, Aristotle lantern is the characteristic of echinoderm class Echinoidea. What happens in the muscles during strenuous exercise? Pyruvic acid is converted into lactic acid. How many ova and sperm will be produced from 50 secondary oocytes and 50 secondary spermatocytes? 50 ova and 200 sperms. Next question. Glochidium is the larval stage in the life cycle of lamnidians. Which one of the following is a true fish? Flying fish. An artificial pacemaker is implanted in human due to dysfunction in SA node. Next question, Addison disease is caused due to hyposecretion of adrenal gland. Fibrous and glass-like or purely white or bluish appearance is the characteristic of hyaline cartilage. Which of the following opens into duct of Valini collecting duct? The only enzyme of Krebs cycle found on inner mitochondrial membrane is succinate dehydrogenase enzyme. The bacteriophages usually have their genetic material as single-stranded RNA. The sphincter of Oddi guards the opening of common hepatopancreatic duct into duodenum. Mitral valve guards the opening between left auricle and left ventricle. A child having a set of physical and mental disorders caused by the presence of an extra chromosome, the child is suffering from Klinefelter syndrome. The gland responsible for maintaining circadian rhythm is pineal. The vector of Leishmania donovani is Philippotomus argentipus. Match the column 1 and 2 and identify the correct option. The answer here is option B. The reaction of ornithine cycle occur in liver to produce urea. Next, match the columns 1 and 2 and identify the correct option for the answer option B. 75th question, persistence of corpus luteum during pregnancy is due to chorionic gonadotropin. The volume of air taken in and given out at each normal respiration and inspiration and expiration is known as tidal volume. A tendon joins a bone to skeletal muscle. The sugar present in hemolymph of insect is trehalose. Functional unit of muscular contraction is sarcomere. The simplest known matter zone is trichoplex. Kidney stones are formed due to crystallization of oxalates. Protein specificity is due to sequence of amino acids. Next question, ink gland is present in cephalopoda. Sigmoid notch is found in radioulnar bones. An obriole in which no trophocytes are present is known as paniostic obriole. Which one of the following antibody can cross the placenta? Answer is IgG. During cryopreservation, the temperature of liquid nitrogen is maintained at minus 196 degrees Celsius. Hybridoma technique was developed by G. Kohler and C. Milstein. Chemiostatic hypothesis to understand the actual mechanism of ATP synthesis in mitochondria was proposed by Peter Michel. In 80S ribosomes of an eukaryotic organism, the subunits are 60S large and 40S small. 40S small. A nitrogenous base is linked to a pentose sugar through N-glycosidic linkage. Cell can arise only from pre-existing cell. This was proposed by Verco. Rat flea, it is a carrier of Pasteurella pestis. Which of the following protozoan lives in the intestine of termites and help in the digestion of cellulose? Answer is Trichonympha. CNG stands for compressed natural gas. An appropriate example of ex-situ conservation is germplasm bank. Normal altitude of GPS satellite is about 20,200 kilometers. Biosphere reserve are launched by UNESCO. Insecticidal property of DDT was discovered by P. Muller. The generic name of silk moth reared on castor leaves is Philosamia ricini. Thank you so much.